Hey guys, what's up? Abro here with a new video. In this video, I'm going to be making a tier list of Twice's entire discography, both Korean and Japanese songs. I did not include remixes in this one because that's something that a DJ somewhere did instead of Twice. So I decided not to include those. But anyway, yeah, I have all 109 songs that they've ever produced over here. Now let me go ahead and explain what a tier list is in case you're not familiar with it. So basically I'm going to go through their entire discography and assign each of them to a particular tier. It's kind of like assigning a letter grade to something, like your teachers would do in school, A, B, C, D, F. So I have a tier list here that I'm going to, a legend here that I'm going to follow. So I have S tier, which means this song is amazing, right? Like it's the best thing ever made. A means I like the song, but there are better songs than that. B means, well, the song's decent, but it could be improved. C means the song's meh, right? And then D means I personally don't like the song. And then of course I'm not gonna assign F grades to any of these because it's Twice. I can't fail them. But anyway, yeah, so even though I might not feel strongly about some of their songs or like I might not like them, that doesn't affect how I view Twice as a group, right? I still love them. So everyone's gonna have their likes and dislikes. So please keep that in mind before you bombard me with hate mail. So anyway, enough talk. Let's get to that. All right, so let's get this baby started. So first off, we have Twice's first song, their debut title track, Like Ua. And there's no way I can hate on this song, right? This song put Twice on the map. So obviously I have to give this an S tier. All right, so let's go ahead, color it accordingly. Okay, now we have Do It Again. Now, I'm sorry, the beginning of this song completely ruined it for me, and even the rest of the song, I think it's kind of a mess, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a D tier. I really don't like it. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad song, and you shouldn't like it. If you like it, that's cool. I don't care. We all have our likes and dislikes, right? But don't hate on me for, acknowledging that it's not my style. All right, now, Going Crazy, it's an okay song, right? But it's not particularly memorable for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B tier. Now, Truth, I kind of feel the same way, right? Not really memorable, but it's a decent song, so I'll give it a B tier. Candy Boy, I think I feel the same way about that too, so B tier. Like a Fool, alright, it's a pretty melodious song, it's pretty. It's not my favorite Twice song, but I like it, so I'll give it an A tier. Okay, now we get to Cheer Up era, right? And Cheer Up is a good song, so I'll go ahead and give that an A tier. It's not my favorite Twice title track or anything, so I can't really give it an S tier, but it was good, so I'll give it an A. Okay, so now Precious Love, it was not really my style, right? So I'm gonna go ahead give it a C tier, because although it's all right, like I can listen to it, I'm not a huge fan of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a C tier. Touchdown, I liked a little better. Again, not particularly memorable, but I liked it a little better than Precious Love, so I'll give it a B tier. Now, Tuk Tok, I was kind of scammed because I thought this would be a ballad when I first listened to it because of the beginning, but it wasn't. So I kind of don't feel very strongly about that one, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. All right, Woohoo, again, not really my style, right? So I'll also give it a C tier. To be honest, this was kind of before Twice really started getting into the style of music I enjoy, so I was not quite a huge fan of them yet. I discovered Twice shortly after they debuted, but I never really got into them until about Twice-Instagram era when they started making songs, that I actually enjoyed. So, yeah, this was before that time. So, that's why I'm saying so many of these are not my style. Now, I'm not saying I don't like Twice, I'm just saying these particular songs are not my style, okay? So please keep that in mind before you hate bomb me. Anyways, enough talk, let's move on. So my headphones on, again, another C tier. I didn't really like that one as much. Now I'm gonna be a star. Oh god. No, even Nyan hates this one. So I don't like it either. So I'm gonna have no choice but to give it a D tier. Right? I'm sorry. Alright, now Knock Knock, that was a good song. I'll go ahead and give it an S tier. No, actually A tier, right? It's not their best title track or anything, but it was fun, it was cute. So I'll give it an A. Alright. Ice Cream, yeah, I feel the same way. I'll give it an A tier. TT, I would put this on S tier since it was very iconic, right? But someone kind of ruined the song for me by pointing out that weird siren noise in the background. And I'm not gonna go ahead and ruin it for you guys, but although I probably already have ruined it for you guys, I'm not gonna go ahead and play the footage for you so you can see it for yourself, right? So anyway, because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A tier, because it was still very iconic. Alright, 1 to 10. This, again, was a decent song, not particularly memorable, so I'll give it a B tier. Ponytail, now everyone hates on this song, but it was not that bad. I mean, not my favorite, but it wasn't bad, so I'll go ahead and give it a B tier. Jelly Jelly, I'll give it a C tier. This was not really something I'm into. Pit-a-Pat, actually, I'll give Jelly Jelly a B tier and Pit-a-Pat a C tier, because I like Jelly Jelly better than Pit-a-Pat, but I don't think either of them are bad enough to deserve a D tier. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and give Pit-a-Pat a C tier. Alright, now, next page. This was an okay song. I'll give it a B tier. Oh, there we go. Now, 1 in a Million. This was a good song. Pretty melodious. Lyrics are pretty meaningful. So, yeah, A tier. Fuck it. Alright. Now, this is probably going to generate more controversy than the songs I've said I don't like, because Signal is pretty commonly hated among the Once fandom, but I actually like it. In fact, no filter, it's my favorite Twice song. So, fuck it. S tier. I don't care. Alright. 3 Times a Day. Yeah, fun song. I'll give it an A. Same with Only You. Hold Me Tight was also good. I'll give it an A tier. Yeah, the Signal album produced some pretty good songs. Eyes. This song was meh. I'll give it a... Well, it wasn't like... It's listenable, so I'll give it a... I'll be nice. I'll give it a B tier. Alright, Someone Like Me. This was a good song. I'll go ahead and say A tier. Okay, now we get to some of their Japanese songs. Now, Like a Wa was an S tier song in Korean. Now, I'll also say it was an I'll say it was an A tier song in Japanese, right? Because it doesn't sound the same when translated. Same with Cheer Up. And, well, I'm not a huge fan of the Japanese translation of TT. I don't speak Japanese, but so I'm basing this purely on the way it sounds. But I'm gonna go ahead and say B tier because I didn't really think it sounded quite the same, right? Now, Knock Knock, I like the Japanese version actually, so I'm gonna go ahead. In fact, I think I like it better than the Korean version, so I'll give this an S tier. Signal, yeah, I actually like the Japanese version better than the Korean version. I'm more used to it, so I'll give it an S tier as well. Now, One More Time, this was a good song, so I'll give it A. Love Me, yeah, I really like this song. Yeah, I'll give it an S tier. Okay, Heart Shaker and Merry and Happy, those are two of my favorite Twice songs, right? So I have to give them S tiers. Now, Likey, again, very iconic. This is the song that got me into Twice, actually. So I have to give it an S tier as well. Turtle was a good song, so I'll give that an A tier. I enjoyed it. Missing You, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. All right, so Wow, I'm gonna give this a B tier, right? Because it's a decent song, but not particularly memorable for me. So I'll give it a B tier. Fast Forward, yeah, I'll give it an A tier. I like it. Ding Dong, not a huge fan of its style, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. 24/7, it's a good song. I'll give it an A tier. Let's see. Look at Me. I think I will give this a B tier. Screw it. I'm kind of neutral on it. All right. Now, Rolling. Let's see. I kind of like it, actually. I'll give it an A. Okay. Love Line. Oh, right. This song. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I'll give it an A. All right. Don't Give Up. I did not like this one. So I'm going to go ahead. Give it a D tier. I'm sorry. All right. You in My Heart. That's a very meaningful song. So I'm going to have to give it an... It's not my favorite, though. It's not one of my favorites, but I like it, so I'll give it an A. Right. There we go. So now, Jaljayo Goodnight. I play this song a lot when I sleep. It's very relaxing. So I'll give it an A. It has a meaning to me. All right. Now, Candy Pop. Let's see. It's an okay song, but I'm kind of neutral on it. So I'll give it B tier. Yeah, that sounds good. A Brand New Girl. I like that one. The comeback was also, like the MV was also very good. So I'll go ahead, give it an A tier. All right, Dance the Night Away. This one was very iconic, right? So I have to go ahead and give this an S tier. This is a great song. All right, Chillax. I'm gonna go ahead, give it a B tier. I'm kind of neutral on it. All right, Shot Through the Heart. This is if you read the lyrics, it's a very meaningful song. Also sounds nice, so I'll give it an A. All right, What Is Love? S tier, definitely. Like, half of all the people who know Twice know it because of this song, right? All right, Sweet Talker. I'm gonna need to refresh my memory. It's not bad, but it sounds kind of generic, so I'm gonna give it a B. All right. Oh, this was a good song. I'll give it an A. All right, Deja Vu. Don't really remember this one either. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's right. Okay. The beginning is kind of weird, but the rest of the song is pretty good. So I'll go ahead and give it a B tier. Yeah. All right, Say Yes is a good song. I'll give it that an A. All right, Stuck is also pretty good. I'll give that an A as well. Wake Me Up. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, give it a C. I'm sorry. All right. Pink Lemonade. Let's see. Oh, this one, yeah. Yeah. I like it. I'll give it an A. Okay. Now, I Want You Back. This was actually a song by the Jackson 5, I believe. So, it's actually in English, not Japanese, so I should delete this JP here. But anyway, it was good. It was okay. So I'll give it a B. I didn't love it, but I mean, it was not bad. So I'll give it a B. All right, The Best Thing I Ever Did, S tier, right? No filter. I love this song. All right, B is 1. Okay, now B is 1, the Japanese version is S tier, but the Korean version is A tier, right? Because it just doesn't sound as good in Korean, right? Okay, so now let's keep going. So Yes or yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give this an A tier, right? Because, no, actually an S tier. This was a great song, right? I really liked it. Now, Say You Love Me, I like this song. I'll give it an A tier. La La La, kind of neutral, so I'll go ahead and give it a B tier, right? Okay, Young and Wild, I did not like it much, so I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, it was meh, it's listenable, but like I didn't enjoy it, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Right. Sunset isn't bad. I'll give it a B tier. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. All right, After Moon, I have to give this an S tier because I saw Twice perform this live. This was during the time when Mina wasn't on the tour, right? And they performed the song as a tribute to Mina, and it was very emotional. So because of that, I have to give it an S tier, right? Okay, now the Korean version of BDZ. I'm gonna give it a B tier because even the Japanese version of BDZ is like not my favorite, and it just doesn't sound the same in Korean. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it B tier. Alright, Stay By My Side. I like the song. I'll give it an A tier, right? Right. Yeah. Japanese version of BDZ can also be A tier. Alright, so now next up we have LOVE, which is from their BDZ album. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll give it a B. I'm kind of neutral on it. Wishing is a good song. I'll go ahead and give it an A. Say It Again. Yeah, that's also good. A tier. B as one. Okay, this song is S tier for sure. It's very meaningful. Alright, now the Japanese version of Likey. I said that the Korean version was S tier, but I feel the complete opposite about the Japanese version. I do not like the way the Japanese version sounds at all. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a D tier, unfortunately. Okay. Now, Heartshaker, Japanese version. I'll say A tier. It doesn't sound as good as the Korean, but it still sounds okay. So, actually no, I'll give it a B. Alright, What Is Love? I'll also say B tier. It doesn't sound that great in Japanese. Actually, no, I'll say C, because I'm not that big of a fan of the Japanese version. Alright, Dance the Night Away. I'll say this was a B tier. It sounds okay, but not amazing. Alright, Yes or Yes. I'll go ahead and say this was a I'll say B tier. Alright, so this is about where Twice had a change in their sound, right? The Fancy You album. So this is where the sound kind of started to agree with me more. So I'm probably going to be a lot more generous when ranking these songs. So anyway, Fancy, I'm going to say A tier. Good song, but not my favorite. I changed the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, A tier. Now, Stuck in My Head, I'll also give that A tier. Girls Like Us, yeah, also a good song, A tier. Hot, yeah, pretty much this entire album is A tier, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Now, Happy Happy, kind of just, not bad, but it wasn't great. I mean, it just pretty much sounds like a Korean song in Japanese. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm between giving it a B and a C. You know what? I didn't like it that much, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Alright. The Best Thing I Ever Did Japanese version. This is a good one. I really love it. I'm gonna give it an S tier. Alright. The Japanese version of Breakthrough is amazing. Alright, one of my favorite Twice songs. S tier. Japanese version of Fancy. I didn't like the way it sounded, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Alright, Feel Special, iconic, great meaning. Alright, I have to give this S tier. Okay, Rainbow. It's okay. Like, not bad, but not great. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. Okay, Get Loud. Oh, I think this is probably my favorite song on the Feel Special album. So I'm gonna have to give it an S tier. Alright. Now Trick It. The song isn't bad. But I mean, not particularly my style, so I'm gonna give it a B. Alright, Love Foolish. Yeah, this is a good song. I'll give it A. Alright, 2129. Also a good song. Pretty melodious. I'll give it an A tier. Okay, now the Korean version of Breakthrough. I love the Japanese version. The Korean version was kind of meh, though. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. Okay, Fake and True. I kind of feel the same way. I'm gonna give that B tier. Alright, now lastly we have a few more of their Japanese releases. So let's see. Stronger, I'm gonna go ahead and give that an A. I liked it. Alright, Changing, I'm gonna do the same. What Are You Waiting For? Yeah, that was a great song. I'll give it an A tier. Alright, Be Okay. Now, this song had the potential to be amazing, but I felt when I listened to it, it sounded really fragmented. Alright, so I did not end up liking it. The individual parts by themselves were great. Like the chorus and the pre-chorus, they're all really good, but when put together, it did not sound that great. So I'm gonna give it a C. Alright. Now, Polish. Yeah, that was a good song. I'll give it an A. How You Doing? A. Alright, the reason why, I'm gonna give that an S. That is a really good song. Alright, and Swing. Yeah, I'll give it an A. I like the way it sounded. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, this is my tier list for all the Twice songs, Korean and Japanese, that they've released, discounting the remixes. So anyway, if you like this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll probably come out with a cover video or something else within the next few weeks. But anyway, yeah. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you all are staying safe during this current coronavirus situation. So yeah, stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.